Welcome, fellow travelers. Modmaven here, and I'm happy to bring you this review of two paradise planets in the same system. We're in the Euclid Galaxy, and this time it's a double header. We have a black and white photo negative paradise planet to look at here first, and then we'll hop over to a paradise planet where the sun doesn't really ever set. You'll see what I mean in a minute. That's right, we have a couple of oddballs this week, but they're definitely worth a visit. We'll look at some of the ships and other planets available, the S-Class upgrades available up in the space station, and then finish off with a vibe score. Glyphs will be shown throughout, and if you like the vibe here and build a base, please do be aware of other bases and their proximity. Let's get to it. Yeah, so don't adjust your television sets. This is what it looks like during the day. We saw in the intro a little bit at night, and you can see it's still glowing here. So we got our paradise planet here with our mushroom biome. We've seen that before, of course, but nice glowing mushrooms and so forth going on. But everything's kind of black and white and this kind of rainbow look to it. This is usually found on kind of odd planets where you get this spooky, crazy music going, and there's maybe massive fauna everywhere or some kind of anomalous type animals and things like that. This is just a regular paradise planet, but this is I've never found one like this. This is crazy. I mean, everything just looks like this all the time during the day, just this kind of black and white and sort of rainbowy look. So if we kind of switch over to the visor here, you can get a little bit, I mean, of course it has this kind of haze over it, purple haze from the visor, but you can kind of get an idea of what this planet would look like without the black and white filter. So this is kind of interesting, but yeah, so paradise planet, as far as resources, starbulb, copper, paraffinium, and magnetized ferrite. This is in a Viking 3-star economy, so good chances to get some S-Class ships. We'll check those out later in the video on the other paradise planet. Alright, the weirdness continues here down by the water. Of course, our creatures, hard to tell kind of what color they are. Do kind of watch out. There are a couple of malicious creatures on this planet that you may need to take care of, but if we hop into the water here, I kind of wanted to show you that. Again, we can see in the sky there kind of this rainbowy photo negative kind of look to everything. And even in the water, it's fairly clear, but, kind of hard to tell what color everything is here. This definitely an interesting vibe here at this planet. I mostly wanted to feature this just because it's fairly unique. I mean, I've never found a paradise planet like this, and if you're into this kind of thing, I mean, it's a paradise planet, so no worries about weather or sentinels or anything like that. At this point, I'd like to jump over to another planet in this system. So this planet has an area of the planet, at least a fairly large area, where the sun doesn't really ever set. It just kind of stays in sort of a sunset kind of look, which is actually pretty nice. So let's hop over there, check out that, and we'll look at some of the ships on that planet so that they're not getting their color mixed up on this like they would on this planet. All right, we made it over to the sun never sets planet. I called this one Spotless Mind, you can get that reference. But so sun is kind of stays up. It kind of stays in that sunset. So if we switch over here, it's 9:55 right now at night, and as we kind of watch stuff come in and out here, we will see it just kind of stays like this. So before we hop down to the trading post there, let's take a look at some of this. So we have some nice orange grass with some blue, longer grass, kind of a meadow look here with some nice greens in these other plants. And so this one also has some big strider guys. Whoa, as we fall into a cave. Strider guys, and some of these others here. Some of these funky looking dudes. So that kind of gives you an idea of kind of what's available here on this planet as far as companions go. So let's hop out of here. So at this point, we'll hop down to this trading post. Like I said, it just kind of stays in this sunset kind of look all night, at least on large portions of this planet. I did want you to see this planet kind of more during the day. We saw, quote, at night, where we kind of get that sunset look basically all night. And on the planet, I'm kind of down bottom left. You can kind of see I'm below the quote, equator there. But anyway, you may need to build around there to sort of, and there's our current location there on the top right. Negative 21.25, negative 134.79. I did kind of run around a bit and try some different areas, and that kind of sunset at night really applies to a good portion of this planet. But anyway, if you just need a place to like build a really big base and don't want to worry about it getting dark, it's pretty nice. Okay, right as I got over here to the trading post, the exotic landed. I heard it land and I ran like heck over here to try to get a good screenshot of it. So we're in photo mode right now. So as you can see, it's a Royal 7 swordfish with side thrusters and the 2 engines in the back, 2 thrusters in the back. Pretty nice looking little ship here. So hang out here if you want this exotic. Alright, up here at the trading post, our exotic just flew off a second ago, but I was able to get that shot of it for you. Nice little Explorer right here. This red and kind of cream Explorer. That's, well, orange, cream? Kind of hard to tell. But anyway, so for this particular system, we're in a Tier 3 Viking. So we're going to have 7 different configurations of fighters. So for any system, you're going to have 21 different configurations of ships. So that's your colors, your wings, like that one there, the kind of nose on it, like that bottle nose there. So barrel nose, excuse me. Anyway, just kind of your different configurations of ships. So you're going to have 7 fighters here, and then 3 haulers, 3 explorers, 7 shuttles, and that 1 exotic that we already took a look at. So in a 3-star economy, you're going to have a 2% chance of a S-class kind of flying in. There's another fighter there. That's pretty nice. Another barrel nose there. While we're here, I wanted to talk a minute about the other planets in the system. I'll put up a couple screenshots of those. There's only 2 other planets in this system because 2 out of the 4, there's a little alpha nose there, horizon wings, that's pretty nice. So the other 2 planets are a fiery planet and then a freezing planet, and then our 2 paradise planets, so a total of 4. Alright, as more ships come in and out here, I wanted to talk about the S-Class upgrades available up at the space station. Your results may vary here, but I gathered these on PC. So for your exosuit, you have radiation protection, thermal protection from cold, underwater protection, and shield. For your exocraft, you have the exocraft laser. For the starship, you have the pulse cannon and pulse engine. And then for the multi-tool, you have the geology cannon. Now it's time to give these planets a vibe score. The vibe score I gave a planet is very subjective, but considers a large range of factors on how it makes me feel just to hang out and vibe for a while. Now these are a little different. This first one here, of course, we got our kind of black and white color palette into kind of photo negative, rainbowy look. I mean, it's an interesting kind of place to hang out, but I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. Just because even when you're building and things like that, you know, the colors are not quite right. If you're looking for ships, you know, over at the trading post there, of course, all the ships' colors are black and white, so it's hard to tell what you're looking at. You really need to hop over to the other paradise planet to look for ships. That one, is interesting too. It probably gets a 7 out of 10, just because you can have that sunset kind of look all night on certain parts of the planet where you could, really spend some time building a really large base if you wanted to or something like that. So it has a pretty nice vibe over there. But it does have some of the harsher oranges and reds in some of the color palette that makes it a little harsh during the day, and kind of a yellow sky. So yeah, well, I think we'll just give both of these either kind of a 6 for this one and then a 7 for the other. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to catch that vibe.